Fam, I'm late. I couldn't find my George Kittle style shirt because I forgot to put it in the dirty clothes. If you smell anything, okay, I had to wear it today. George is back. By the way, have you seen online some of the jokes being made about our MASH unit? There's more jokes about the Ford. Some of them are kind of funny. They would be even more funny if they were true. But they got 49ers stretched out in these various scenarios, and it's just ridiculous. I said, you guys got to get up off the 49ers. That's not funny, because I'm chuckling. Fam, it's going to get better. In fact, as Christian McCaffrey has said himself, it's going to be a challenge without Fred against a team that's got Bijan. This is Bijan's last name, but man, he just ran the Bills off the damn field. He was gonna be a load even if we had Freddie. And now, oh my God. But we should be actually used to big surprises. I have a feeling the kids are going to be on the field this weekend are not going to be brutalized because the fact is, I suspect Fred, against the doctor's orders and everything else, is probably going to find a way to get out on the field and guide those guys all during the course of the game. Now, I really wish he would stay put. Fred, by the way, successfully up yesterday. And so Fred's on his road to recovery. Fam, but as I say today in the photo, you'll see temporarily replacing a juggernaut. Fred is not. Even Willis came out and said, man, y'all don't replace a Fred Warner, okay? Willie, we know, man. We just hope we could Band-Aid it up so we can actually continue to function back there in that area. Ooh, Fred. It didn't sink in with me until 24 hours later. Fred Warner is out. And like KB pointed out, man, we lost our will to fight out there, man. We just quit. And I don't. Did you notice that, fam? When Warner left, it sort of like let all the air out of the goddamn balloon. I didn't really pay that a lot of attention because I just knew. I was like Kendrick though. I was so absorbed with the fact that Fred is gone. What? Because he's been with us for years. Fred's missed one game in his entire time with the 49ers. Was this 8 years with Fred already? 9? Oh, man. So, 49ers pick up the shattered pieces and move forward to week 7, now without the icon. You know what? Sometimes I don't like to think about it. Okay, you know what? But we got to talk about it for a minute. Just get it out. The Niners facility at Santa Clara just had that dump truck of disaster unload yet another load on the clubhouse. We've had several trucks drive by and just drop all the crap right on Santa Clara's front lawn. So this team, we just can't catch a break. I said last year the 49ers rarely have, since Shannon's been there, we don't usually have back-to-back seasons where everybody just going down like dominoes. Just dropping down. But as soon as that, we'll have nothing out there but the coaching staff to run the plays on the field in uniform. So we've been amazed, though, with the unbelievable success story that has been written in spite of the endless adversity of the 2025 season. We're still in position to get into the playoffs. And we're going into week 7. How many teams? Look at the Ravens. They're beat to death, too. And they're going down like the Titanic. They've been, you know what though? They started their free fall before us. Yeah, they started from week 2. Tailspin, baby. So as I say, but the question has to be asked: has the nail finally been put into the coffin? The heart and soul of the team is. And has been linebacker Fred Warner since quite possibly his second season. That first season, I was amazed. Fred had more tackles. And I'll never get over the day, and I said, Big Show, man, ain't nobody trying to get no offensive players. We need defense. And Big Show says, well, draft linebacker Fred Warner. Who? What school? Big Show. This team needs defense. We drafted Fred Warner that year. The rest is friggin' history. I was wrong, and I've been apologizing to the Big Show ever since that year he was drafted. That's been a long time ago. Anyway, fam, how does a team that depended on the defensive energies of a near-living legend to do without him now? George Kittle, who represents the spirit of the Niners, ironically returns this particular Sunday. Hold on, faithful. The story just may be continuing. To the phones we're going to go for your ongoing thoughts since last Sunday's tragic events. See where you're at on this. Maybe we can console each other. We're not done. I don't want to believe that. We take 1 week at a time. We make adjustments. Remember, we got a couple of the best coaches in the game on our side. Maybe more. Maybe more than Chris Kasurik. He fires people up. So, Ian, watch it. We're in a very sensitive position. I have, if I see any trolls there getting a little carried away, I will boot your ass. You're going to be polite if you're going to be in here, or you're going to be gone. I'm serious. Don't bleep with me today. You guys are not funny. Anyway, oh yeah, KB regarding what? Yeah, I get KB. He just told us not to worry about him. He's talking about Fred, right? Fred came in. After everybody came in the locker room, Fred came out and addressed them. He said KB says, Cody said, he just told us not to worry about him. And the way he works on the field, he's going to attack the rehab. But it took the life out of us in that game. It was a tough time. I love the way we still battle, but it's just a lot of adversity we're facing, and it's going to show who we are, who our backups are. Now, it's opportunities for other people. So whoever is behind Fred, whoever's behind whoever gets down, who are you? See, these are the questions that could be asked for the next few weeks. Are you going to step into your time? And we want to focus on that because it's hard to keep mourning. Because it's Fred Warner, we can mourn for the rest of the year. But we need to take, they're professionals. Take care of business, god dang it. Got to do it. And as I said, last year we made some discoveries. We need to know who Mustafa was. He'll be back. They're gonna gradually usher him back into the game. About 2 or 3 weeks, Mustafa's gonna be back to being Mustafa. If I see another dude online, oh man, you guys talk about Mustafa, man, that dude got trucked by. Look, man, Mustafa was standing back protecting the goal line, and yeah. Some guys who've never played ball don't understand, okay? If a guy takes a run on you, you're standing stationary and trying to protect something. Because if he steps away, everybody knows in Kansas City, you cannot leave any vacated spots or there will be a touchdown thrown. So Mahomes comes barreling in there and knocks him down. Woo! Mahomes just trucked your boy Mustafa. Okay, let me not. Fans from other teams are really annoying. Right? They really are. Bleeps are just too much. Anyway, Shannon and Jennings at halftime, a shouting match as well. Much was made of that. Shannon cleared that up. They're fine. So let's not dwell on that. But Monday, which was one day after losing Fred Warner to the disastrous season-ending right ankle dislocation. Niners got some positive injury news as Coach Shanahan shares that George Kittle will return to practice this week. And, man, have we missed him. I got a feeling the offense is going to do a lot of things now because we got grads, there's going to be people coming back. I really wish we had Ricky P this week. Damn, he has become so important. When ain't nobody else doing something, Ricky is. But, see, that's why I'm looking at KB. Now, KB, if he comes out into this game without Kendrick's got to miss. For some reason, he's got to make the first thing thrown to him. Oh, Kendrick. All right, he's got it out of his system. Let's go, Kendrick. And then from there on, he just goes nuts. If he can avoid that, And I had Ricky P. I know I mean so many ifs. But you got George. Jawan Jennings, and this is why he's busted up. I don't even want to see him on the field this week. I really don't. We need him, yes, but not in that condition. He wasn't able to be Jawan. Go away from him. There's two other avenues you can take. Use Tongass more then. Also, we got what's his name from from getting his license taken away from he's back. So we got receivers. Don't put Jennings out there. But I really do need KB knows how we do. One of the reasons why our run game was working so successfully before is because wide receivers block KB. You know this. Used to be pretty good at that. Jennings is the best at that. George goes out second. So, so GK steps in that void to let everybody know as I pick up the sword and shield from our fallen brother. We shall vow to move forward with the same raging fury of the warrior porn. What? I'm going to holler for Fred before this weekend. I'm losing my throat already. Anyway, GK's been on the IR since week 2 because of a strained right hamstring. As 21-day practice window this week allows GK a chance to play against the Falcons coming up on Sunday night. 49ers are going to be inspired. Falcons ain't no joke, fam. Listen, we've been full strength before the Falcons have given the 49ers hell. We have never. When's the last time we beat the Falcons with any kind of ease? Look at the record. No matter what, the Falcons played the 49ers tough. And this has been going on for years, not just recently. When we were at full strength, Falcons was dealing. We lost to them, a year before last? Mariota, boy. Per Coach Shanahan, though, Brock Purdy, the toe and receiver Ricky Pearsall, right knee, also could return to practice this week, but Ricky's already been flagged out. Brock's out there for reasons unknown. Mac Jones is in bad shape too. They were both Jones and Purdy out there limited. After an updating evaluation, it seems both will be day-to-day from there. Kittle injured his hamstring in the season opener against the Hawks on September 7th. He left that game with 10:06 remaining in the second quarter. I mentioned that because, boom, the trouble was ignited. That's when the dominoes started falling, because in that same time frame, Purdy was sacked by Hawk safety Julian Love, and then he had issues. The day after the GK injury, and finally his designation in the IR, as if that wasn't bad enough, Shanahan announced that Purdy had injured his toe against Seattle. So Seattle caused us all kind of trouble. Enter, though, Mac 10. We didn't even know. I for some reason I felt very comfortable when Mac was coming out. I said, I ain't go trip on Mac 10. He's no slouch. And I like his attitude. I think we'll be fine. Little did I know how accurate that was. If Mac Jones had any protection on that offensive line, anything more, because the offensive line has been suffering badly, worse than usual. If he had any protection, Mac Jones is a surgeon out there. He would have cut every team up. Purdy needs that same line protection too, because he can even do more because he can move out. But we have that problem. So I don't know what they can do about the offensive line. There really is nothing they can do. And why do they keep talking about bringing Ben Bartch back? Was Bartch all that? Colby's got a strain, and I think that's restricting him more than anything else. We already know Dominic Pooney's knee is killing him. That is not Dominic Pooney. But he's out there because nobody else can be. But Purdy's a competitor, and he has been chomping at the bit to jump back into action after missing the past 2 games. As the Mac 10 was also been battling injuries filled in after winning 2 out of 3. Thanks, Mac. Don't let anybody tell anything about. Don't let anybody say anything bad about you in front of me. Oh, there will be a war of words. Stay ready. Stand by, big dog. Ricky Sensation also suffered his injury against a nothing but bad luck Jaguars game. Landing hard on his right knee while attempting a difficult catch. Didn't he make that catch? Ricky made that catch, didn't he? Boy. The instability of that knee is worrying me, though, because does that mean there's structural damage done to that knee? They're not saying anything about that. But if he's out a couple more weeks, I'll be saying things like, why? Why? Segue back to Fred. Fred was scheduled to undergo surgery. He got through it yesterday. That hopes he'll fully rehab from injury. He'll be back soon. Shanahan believes recovery for Fred should Should take around 3 months. Fam, you know, commentator Tony Romo pointed out one of the biggest losses was the way Warner gets everyone lined up before a play. This is the thing that's really scary. He went on to say he's one of the best in the league at that, too. Fred can diagnose what a defense or an offense is doing so quickly to put his people in place. The dude is not just an average good football player. The guy's got cerebral capacity that just it's unmatched. His football IQ is beyond. You can't even measure that shit. And now, who's going to do that? One of the best in the past 10 years, and that is something head coach Kyle Shanahan and general manager John Lynch, despite their extensive personnel expertise, cannot simply replace. Bethune has been tabbed. Is Bethune that guy? Can he be anywhere near that guy? He's going to do that job though going forward, and he has never started before. But that doesn't mean anything. Just because he hasn't started before doesn't mean he couldn't be. I mean, if you're behind Fred Warner, that means that's what you got to do. Most 9 out of 10 linebackers in the league, if Fred Warner comes to your team, you got to sit your ass down. That's the bottom line. So we need to give Bethune a shot here. But that is the most worrisome thing. And what's more, D winners, man. We was making jokes about D the other day. Which way did they go? Which way did they go? Hey, D, do better. What's wrong with you? D all of a sudden, he was falling apart before Fred got hurt, though. D is looking very strange recently. Remember when Ruben started looking stupid? It better not be a lady involved. These dudes have to put your love life here and put your game over here. Come on, man. Come on. God, people are depending on you. Come on, man. Because there's been slippage, fam. D has been, I don't know what's going on with him. Missing tackles and coverages. And Ellis pointed out, just said, that was him who missed on that guy. Who's that who got that touchdown deep downfield last year and ran past everybody? That was D's assignment. Although D could have trucked him at least somewhere in the vicinity he can. But then that would have alerted everybody in the secondary, what's up? Oh, he's got to come out of it. Because, we got to depend on his ass. God. Oh, man. Maddie, get in here, man.
Ronbo.
Maddie. Here we sit, bro. We've been here before.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Too many times.
Yeah, I know. Right? What's on your mind?
I'm kind of worried because I don't know. I'm hoping that this week in between like us losing Fred and the impact that had on the game after he left, I'm hoping we're able to clean some of that up in this off week, as far as like practice, get our heads straight a little bit. So, yeah.
If you played with the 49ers, though, you think about how you just lost your leader, the extraordinary, one of the best in the game. He is what made you go. If I'm on the field with Fred Warner, I'm pumped. I'm inspired. I want to be like him. I don't want to let him down. I don't want to let the rest of the team down. So I bring that same mindset to the team. And Fred's going to be back out there in a couple of days, I suspect. But he'll
be out as a coach there for a bit.
It's got to make you play above. You can't come out there with a mindset of, what are we going to do? No, don't embarrass the team. Don't embarrass yourself. I'm looking for guys to start playing over
Yeah. Yeah, they got to switch up the mindset a little bit. And like you said, I think having Fred's mindset just in general, just kind of around, at least in the meantime, is better than not having him around at all.
That's it. He holds a place in everybody's head. You're thinking about him. You don't want to let him down.
He's a guaranteed Hall of Famer, bro.
Oh, now, even if he went in now, Fred's in. Like Willis when he left.
He retired today.
Yeah, they're in.
Yep. So I just hope the team makes some adjustments, and then I don't know. I keep hoping and praying that maybe they find someone that they can bring in for maybe just a rental for the year. You don't want to mortgage the rest. You don't want to mess up the next season or two. Over somebody that you didn't really want to bring in the first place. But sometimes you got to bring some in. You got to bring some help in sometimes.
They're looking at Cincinnati. I thought they weren't going to relook at the guy in Cincinnati. Word is on the street that they really are. They said he'd be a perfect fit.
Well, they
but
probably weren't. But then Fred goes down. It's almost like forcing your hand a little bit, Ronbo.
True. But they've also said they don't want a rental. Whoever they pick up here, they want to pick them up for at least a couple of years.
I like that. Get the right guy, bring him in. I don't see that doesn't bother me either. So just find the right guy. You want to find another leader. You want to find somebody that's going to blend well with a pretty awesome locker room. It seems like we've got. So
yeah, just don't make the Devondre Campbell mistake again. But
serious, huh?
Do you see any prospects? Actually, the only guy I do see is the kid from the Bengals. But Trey is what I don't want. I don't want to list all the don't wants. I mean, Manny, go ahead, continue. Man.
I had a hard time with that too. I'm trying to think of even anybody that's even worthwhile picking up. I mean, can we find somebody that's 70-80% of what Fred is? I mean,
yeah. Manny, we're in position. We've only lost twice, and in the league this year. You're doing well. We've only lost twice. Maddie, look at all the teams that are just crumbling before our very eyes. You'd have told me that Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills would have 2 losses on the season already. I said, boy, shit. I mean, I'm not, and that's not an insult to the Falcons. The Falcons play good football, but I just didn't see that coming.
No, I didn't either, dude. That was crazy, wasn't it?
So,
yeah, he was. So it really kind of it worries me a little bit.
I know. Look at the Eagles imploding. They got in-house issues.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, Ravens are nothing this year.
They're done. They're not going to the playoffs.
Yeah. No.
Patrick may get that team back in the saddle.
Maybe.
So we're going to end up looking for somebody because you could get into the playoffs this year with 9-8. The way it's going right now, this is this trend is probably going to continue. Look at Detroit.
I know, that's the thing. Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing.
It's a crazy league.
Seriously. Well, and dude, that Super Bowl we went to a couple of years back, 3 years back now or so, we were meeting at that season too, man. So, I say we keep our heads up a little bit, man, because this is far from over, dude. But at the same time, we gotta almost prepare ourselves for an upset too. You don't want to get your hopes too high.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at the Panthers, the teams, the Giants. Okay, Dallas is playing better football.
Yeah.
The Cardinals are who we thought they were. Oh, wait.
They are.
I'm going to get attacked on this. The Cardinals are who everybody else thought they were because I was scared.
Everybody else thought they were. I was too, Ronbo. I was in there with you. I can't lie.
God, they look like boo-boo. Oh, it's hilarious.
I'm even scared the next time.
See, I wasn't going to say anything, Matty. Thank you, man, because I'm right with you. And look at
Anytime
Seattle.
it could happen.
I know.
Yeah,
look at the Hawks.
Straight up.
The Hawks will beat your ass now. The Rams are the joke because they are on the fence of, well, we could be really good, but we will have this issue and this issue at the wrong time. They're that bunch that, but they're a good team, honestly.
Yeah. Even if we didn't win another game this season, and the way we won that Thursday night game against the Rams, that was like an early Christmas present.
I love it so much.
I mean, it was just in such a beautiful fashion.
Man, we got to go.
And you see it coming. They were talking such shit.
Oh,
everybody, I'll see you
Friday.
When are you going to do scores?
Friday. I mean, we're back to normal this week. Friday, I'll be looking for you. We're going to talk
As soon as
about those
Wednesday, yeah.
scores and
All right,
crying
buddy.
and holding each other up.
Sounds good. Yeah. All right, man. Sounds good, my friend.
Appreciate you, Matty. I'll see you Friday.
Love you, bro.
Love you back, fam. Have a great night.
You too, buddy.
And thanks, fam. And roll out the red carpet to Rev is the Honorable Rev is rolling up in here. Here come the judge. Here come the judge.
What up, bro?
Rev, get in here, man. Man, we're going through it, Rev.
Oh, man.
One thing that brings us all together is this team, Fred. I mean, Rev. It's all the time, every year. It's something. We become a closer yet knit group because of the Niners and their madness. What's on your mind?
Well, I'm going to start it off like I always do. We want to give a special thanks and a shout out to the man, the myth, the legend, Ronbo, for giving us this platform to speak our hearts and our minds and our emotions about our beloved 49ers. Shout out to my family repping that beautiful red and gold worldwide 24/7, 365. Well, I got that out of the way. Listen, it was painful. It was. I'm going to harp on it just for this little bit because I'm going to speak of what, and y'all know me. I quote the great Bill Walsh because he set the standard. He set the tone for all of this.
Yeah, right.
When Fred went down, it's like all of us, like the energy just went away. And Bill Walsh's motto was next man up. And he lived by that motto. And I believe in that motto. And I believe in it to the point of this young man, Bethune, which I've watched him play in college. He played at Florida State. He was a really good player.
That's good. Cool.
I think this kid is going to, I'm not saying that he's going to be Fred Warner, but for him to be under Fred Warner and listen to his tutelage and take everything in, that says a lot. We got to play ball. We have to accept what it is and we have to move on. Unfortunately, fam, we have to move on. Mm-hmm. Now, we're getting a lot of good pieces back, so hopefully, we can really start moving. Hopefully the offense can put up some points because that's what we need right now. Mm-hmm. Defense just needs to hold their own. I think once our offense gets rolling, it'll kind of take that pressure off the defense a little bit. Same thing that I tell my players all the time is, pay attention to what the offense is doing because they can save you. You know what I mean? So, it's just that one thing, like the next man up mentality, and we come out and we play. I'm not going to sleep on Atlanta. I think they're playing really good football. Yeah. I'm giving them a lot of compliment. Fuck the Bucks. I hate them. Yes, I said it. They're overrated to me. We should have never lost. Yep. But their fans pissed me off all week talking trash, so I'm talking trash right back.
Good.
But, we move on. It's another game. We're at home. We're wearing those beautiful throwbacks, so I think I'm going to pull out one of my throwbacks. I think I'm going to go with either my Jerry Rice or my Steve Young throwback for Sunday. But, I feel it's going to be a good game. Hopefully we'll play focused. We'll play as a team. We'll come out and get this W. Atlanta will not be easy. They'll put up a fight, and I'm expecting that. Let them put up a fight. Because the more that we learn these fights early, the better on in the rest of the season that we can get there. So with all that being said, I'm just going to take it for what it is. Shout out to all the fam. Prayers going up strong for Nick Bosa and Fred. We want you guys back. We miss you. We love you. We appreciate you wearing that jersey and going out here and setting the standard for this defense. And that's something that won't be taken away, and we always recognize that. Ronbo, I'm just going to keep it short like that. Yeah. I'm not changing who I am. Good stuff. And y'all know how I ended off. In order to be the man, you got to beat the man. Woo! We still number one. 3-0 in the division. The season ain't over with, fam.
No.
The season is not over with. We at home. So guess what? Show up.
That's it.
And I'm still take it. So, Ronbo, we thank you. We love you. We appreciate it, my brother. Shout out to all my fam in the chat. And before we hear that silly-ass Detroit versus everybody, you're overrated, too. I'm just throwing it out there.
They need to know it, too. Rev, Always
Word up.
appreciate you, fam. Can't wait when I see your name.
Look, just trying to send some positive love. That's all I'm doing, fam, is sending that positive love. I know it hurts that we miss people, but you know what? We are still faithful to the Bay. We still it's that red and gold mentality, man. It's who we are. We set the standard for what the league is today. With that being said, Ronbo, we appreciate it. We thank you. Love you, my brother.
Hey,
Fam, stand up, rep that beautiful red and gold, and you'll be on Friday.
Yeah, look at me there. Rev. Get on in here, man. Let's talk about that score on Friday. We got to regroup. All right.
No doubt.
All right, fam. See you Friday. All right, Rev. Big Show says, when we get someone back, we lose someone. We got to stop holding on to delusional thought. We're going places, then we get a player when we get a player back. Yeah, but Show, at the same time, when you look around the league, this is a real bizarre phenomenon this year. Nobody's guaranteed to make it to the finish line. You look around the league, Show. We're all. It seems like we're all in this same big pit of molten lava. I mean, you just don't see who's going to get up out of it. It could be anybody. And the Super Bowl this year is going to be wounded warriors out there playing, you know? I mean, magma just rolling down through the NFL, just destroying every team out there. It's crazy this year. So there's no guarantee. There's no standout. There is no who looked invincible? Huh. Hey, Smooth. Come on in, fam.
Hey, Ronbo.
Yeah.
I want to go call in, bro, because I lost my cousin yesterday.
No.
And my head pain is back again, so I'm going to get that evaluated in a couple of days. But I just need to come on here, just clear my head and talk about something positive, set all this negative that's going on right now. But I don't want nobody to feel bad for me or nothing like that. I'm a soldier, sucker free city.
Smooth.
And thanks for all the prayers. I saw in the chat and everything. But yeah, I just wanted to touch on some bases right quick. Kittle will be back. We already know that. Brock, he's limited in practice, but I don't think he's going to start. Same thing with Jones. He's limited in practice, so he should start. JJ's out, and that blow up with him and Shanahan on the sideline. I kind of have a feeling what that's about. JJ, if he don't play, he lose all that money in incentives.
Ooh. That's right.
And check this out. He got 5 broken ribs.
I know.
And his leg is bruised. Check this out. He arguing with Shanahan. We got KB, right?
Mm-hmm. Showing out.
KB is taking over. KB is showing out, taking over for Juwan. Juwan is on the sideline telling Shanahan, bruh, I'm a dog. I can go. Shanahan's, nah. We need you. Just rest right there. While he's resting, he's losing money. The more games he missed, the more money he's missing, even in practice. Those are symptoms he's losing that.
Them contracts ought to be fluid, fam. They really should.
He already lost money.
I know. He's going to lose more.
The more he's on the sideline, not ready to go, he's losing money. He's going to be a free agent. And that's going to hurt him, too. Because he's going to have to prove to the next team what he did last season, almost going for 1,000 yards. He's going to have to prove to the other team. The other team going to give him the same type of contract 49ers gave him.
Oh.
He's not going to reach that $20 million. That's why he's blowing up on the sideline.
I know. That makes sense.
By IU taking down, following the 49ers, bruh, don't listen to everything, man. That's fake.
What? About Ayuk? You said
that's
Ayuk?
fake, bruh. Yeah.
He ain't coming back,
As far
is
as
he?
Instagram, not following the Niners again and all that, man, that shit is fake, bruh. That's cap, straight up.
I don't doubt it.
There's no real evidence about that. And somebody show me evidence and proof, maybe, but nah, bro. Come on now. He ain't had no problem with that. Fred Warner, surgery went fine for us. The ligaments, wasn't no severe damage to the ligaments. It was a clean break. 3 months time, we make the playoffs, he could be back.
Interesting. I thought about that.
If we make playoffs,
Because there's a lot of time between here and in the season.
Right. Shanahan said today that for as Fred Warner, he's saying, I'm putting 3 months on it, but don't really quote me on that. But it looked like about 3 months because there wasn't no ligament damage. It was just a clean break. And the surgery went well, very successful. So if it's 3 months, you're looking at this October, November, December, January, February is Super Bowl. So in that January period of time, that's going to be playoffs. So it depends how far we get. If we make it to the Super Bowl, I'm saying if. I ain't saying we going to get there. I'm saying if. He'll be good. But
he'll be out of shape and out of practice.
That's taking over.
Yeah, I don't
okay.
know
I heard about D. Winters. D. Winters is not going to take up for Fred. D. Winters is a right outside linebacker. He's not a Mike linebacker.
Yeah, I know. He's proven that.
He's not a Mike linebacker. Papoon, Florida State, green dot. He can fill in. He was on Fred. Watch Fred, just like the other caller said.
I know.
You know, so he can do it. He got the speed. He got the hitting ability. He can read. So give the brother a chance. Don't knock him off right now. He's family. You know what I'm saying? So give the brother a chance.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's been
backing up. He's been backing up Fred. So he know the system. He know audibles and keys and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
and Fred's talking to him even as we speak. You know, Fred's working him. Oh yeah.
Of course, I wasn't surprised as Fred. Bosa was in camp today on crutches, talking to the players and stuff.
Oh, I love it.
He was in locker room.
That's inspiring.
Fred will be back. Fred will be back too on the sideline.
Oh, you know
on
he
crutches.
will?
No. Oh yeah. Hall of Famer, future Hall of Famer. Like you said, if he was retired right now, he'd be first ballot.
Right.
Let's touch on the trades that's coming up. Cincinnati Bengals. That's the only player that will fit the 49ers D line. And the thing about that, 49ers need to not make a move, wait to get to close to deadline, then go after Henderson because see, the Bengals can't afford him. And the contract they gave him, he didn't sign that. He don't want that. He's going to be free agent. They can't franchise tag him. He's going to be free agent. They're not going to let him walk. They know he has value. So Niners can give him a 3 and a 5 or 2 and a 5. It will work. But if they just want a 2, they're going to get a 2 and nothing else. Yeah. They're going to be desperate.
And they should be grateful for that. So he's 30 years old.
They're going to be desperate. They're going to have to make right. They're going to be desperate. They're going to have to make a move. The closer they get to the deadline, the more pressure going to be on them because they can't let a player like that walk with 17 sacks in the season, walk with no kind of players or draft picks.
Smooth. 2 weeks more, so you don't have to pay him so much for the rest of the season. But you know what? There's going to be a bidding war. We're going to find out about that. Smooth.
The Niners. Look, let me tell you about the bid war. The Niners is what we need right now, and we still leading in the NFC. Bruh, the Niners going all in on Henderson. Now, if it was a different player than Henderson, they'd probably just lay off and not let that team have him. No, they need Henderson. He's the only one next to Bosa. All right. They're going to go all in on Henderson. Mark my word.
I can't wait to see what happens next. All right. So, Fam, you know what? I'm just going to get better, Smooth. I really feel condolences to your cousin.
Hey, man. Hey, man, I'm the strongest in my family, bro.
I'm noticing. I have no doubt you're going to be fine. So I really don't.
So nobody, show no sympathy and feel bad for me. I'm a soldier. I'm from the Sucker Free, Fillmore Street, the 415, the go-getters, hustlers. Hey, right. If you don't know, now you know.
Yeah.
When you be back, homie?
Friday. Looking for you.
Bang, bang, 49ers know what it is. Family, staff, my brother Ronbo. Keep up the good work, bruh. I'll see you Friday.
Looking forward.
Sucker Free City. You know what it is. California all the way. California love. I'm out. Smooth operator. Holla.
All right, Smooth. He's going to be all right. He's going to be all right. Hey, Rakib. Jamani. Hey, much love for you, Smooth. I go out of town, we lose a damn game. And Fred Warner. What a crazy year. Our young Bucks are learning under fire, still excited and very optimistic. can't get a Niners. You know what? The one thing we've learned this year, if we've learned nothing else, the resiliency of this 49er team this year, this is a character that may have been developing. And by the way, for people who are always condemning Kyle Shanahan and company, they're reflecting who this team are and who is usually the candle on any team. Tony's in the truck. Oh, my God, Ronbo. He's got to pull the truck over. Tony, it's true, man. And where's my boy at? Hey, talk to boy. Jalen. Hey, Flores. Come on in, fam.
Yo, Ronbo, how we doing, brother?
Hey, we're hanging in there, Flores. We're 49er fans, man. It's rough, man. It's rough. It's rough. But some teams got it worse than we do.
Oh,
bro.
yeah.
You know? So
I feel you. I feel you on that. I hear a lot of callers, mentioning Fred Warner, and honestly, I'm going to try my best to stay off that topic just because it's so depressing. Even though we had so many guys go down on the defensive side, we had that hope in Fred Warner. He was that leader, and to see him go down like that, it was really depressing. So that's the most I'll speak on it. What I really want to speak on is the O-line. The O-line is terrible, Ronbo.
Oh, I know.
If you remember, I was in your live stream when we drafted Mike McGlinchey, and if you remember, we traded Trent. I was there, bro. I was in 7th grade on my couch and listening to Ronbo Sports, and now I'm a college student, but that's beside the point.
Yeah.
So when we drafted Mike McGlinchey, you know that we traded Trent Brown. We traded
day.
Trent Brown
the day before.
Exactly. Yes. We traded him because he didn't fit the scheme, and we got a guy that did. Fast forward to now, we know the O-lineman that Kyle Shanahan likes. He likes those athletic guys that can run block downfield. Mm-hmm. But the thing is, Ronbo, we can't even do that. We can't even run block or pass block. This summer, John and Kyle need to have an honest assessment on these guys, because you have guys like Dominic Pooney that are whiffing on blocks. That center, Jake Brendel, he's terrible. He is terrible. I don't know if you saw that clip, Ronbo, but it's a clip where Jake Brendel goes upfield, whiffs on the block. CMC gets tackled, and Kyle nearly
that we didn't get a bigger
his playbook. Exactly, and he throws his playbook on the ground with frustration because Jake Brendel is so bad. And honestly, I think it has to start the rebuild on the O-line now, just because we have a guy in Trent Williams that's probably going to retire this year. But
I'm thinking
we need to have an honest.
Not next year.
Yes, exactly.
Because he's looking real weak
this year. Yeah, he's not looking himself, and maybe he's missing Debo, or maybe it's just age. You never know. Yeah, but we need to have an honest. Go ahead.
No, I was saying, Debo. That's right. I forgot about that coming down the tunnel. He enjoyed that.
Exactly.
So,
he was our Fred Warner in that offense, and we need to have an honest assessment on this O-line. Now, I also want to speak on the trades and the potential trades really, really quick. I know you're on a time crunch, but I honestly don't think we get a guy like Trey Hendrickson, just because we know that we're in a pretty bad situation, just because we know that if we do trade for a guy like him, it'll probably just be a 1-year rental. We don't even have a year left. We probably have like less than half the season left or something like that.
Yeah.
We'll probably most likely trade for a guy like Charles Omenihu. Not Charles Omenihu, the player, but someone on that level. If you remember in 2021, we traded a 5th-round pick, I believe. Charles Omenihu came in and balled out for us. Not for 1 year, but for 2 years. This guy was labeled a bust in Houston. He came in and balled out. Another example on that is Jordan Willis. Yeah. Jordan Willis in 2020, we traded for him. He was labeled a bust, this and that. Ronbo, what did he do? He blocked that punt against the Packers and won us the game. We don't need big name guys. We just need guys that can do their role, guys that can play, and not play like Jake Brendel. We need guys that actually play out there and actually know what they're doing. We have so many rookie guys that at times I feel like they can get a bit lost. And if you have a guy like, I don't know, if a good vet, I feel like they can set him straight and definitely, tell him what to do. I feel like at this point, all we could hope for is that we keep getting healthy. That sounds impossible, but we are getting guys back. And one thing I also want to say is we're paying Brock Purdy so much money. I expect wins. I really do. And I really do expect wins with Brock. We're paying you to lead this team. We're paying you to be our franchise guys. And what do franchise QBs do? They go out there and they win. Yes, we do have some limitations. Yes, we do have a terrible O-line. But, dude, you're getting paid $255 million. Just do something with it. And,
just one thing I want to add to that. Here's the thing. The thing you have about the offensive line, that's where it all comes down to. You're not going to keep a quarterback. Yes. Every team around the league that's got to look at Burrows, he's out. You look at over at Baltimore, he's out. Every team that has a bad O-line, the quarterback, he's the guy you need to be concerned with. He will be killed. Defensive linemen these days are vicious. They will kill your quarterback if there's nobody up there to stop him. And we're seeing it right before our very eyes every week.
Yeah, I mean, it's becoming a trend now, and hopefully, like I said, we get an honest assessment on this O-line, and hopefully, if we do trade for a guy like Trey Hendrickson, I'll be pleased with that. I mean, I wouldn't complain, but if I'm being honest, I feel like we get a mid-roster guy, someone that's solid, cheap contract. I wouldn't be surprised if we get someone like that. Well, Ronbo, that wraps it up for me. Is there any way I could get a specific Salinas, California shout-out, Niner shout-out?
Salinas! Yo, God! Flores, I got to tell you, you know what else is funny? That year Mike McGlinchey got drafted, I was all over Vita Vea. I said, man.
Oh, yeah.
And he wants to be a 49er. Can we please get Vita Vea? 49ers select from Notre Dame, Mike McGlinchey. Who? Oh, hell no. And then he ain't the best one at Notre Dame. That year he wasn't. It was a guy that, I was sick. I didn't even know who this guy was. And like you're saying, we got rid of our other guy the day before. So, okay. Let me get that Salinas yell now. And I'll use the name of the Niners. For Salinas! Niners! Washington Junior High, Salinas High School, big shout out. Fam, Flores, get back in here Friday, man. I don't mean to see you for every 3-4 years. See you Friday.
Yes. See you, Ronbo. You have a good night.
You too, fam.
Bye-bye.
Bye, fam. Donut, Tanisha.
Hey, we told you we'll be back. Go ahead and put that smile on your face. Ronbo and production. What's going on, everybody out there?
Hey, Ronbo.
What's going on, baby?
What's up, everybody?
Y'all and bringing that smile in there. Get on. Yes. What you gonna do now? I know you got something. I know you got something planned.
Woo. Man, we feeling good up here in Northern Cal, make sure everything is nice and right. We're listening in as usual. We understand some of the folks out there, you know what I'm saying? But we got to agree with my man Smooth. It's going to be all right. I'm also going to go with Grant Cohn and his dad, you know what I'm saying? They had a little, something on YouTube a day ago or earlier today, and they was assessing way winnable games and losable games. And lo and behold, ladies and gentlemen, we have a chance to become 11-4 or 10-5. You know what I'm saying? Or, to win a good balance to make wild card. You know what I'm saying? Because we already won a split. We already 4-2 still. The Young Bucks are still playing, admirably. Everybody's stepping up one by one instead of everybody. We got to understand that over half of our defense, starting defense, is rookies. So, they're going to make their mistakes. That's going to happen, ladies and gentlemen.
That's so
But
scary.
You know
that's
what I'm
the
saying?
damn thing.
You know, and we know, we're talking about the line and everything. We know what we have. We know what we have, and until they pull the trigger, which is John York, you know what I'm saying? Your boy, John Lynch, York, the owner.
Yeah.
Until they pull the trigger on a lineman, we have to look till next year. My theory is, if we don't get Trey from Cincinnati, and this happened multiple times in years, we can get a good edge rusher and get a good enough backup offensive line that's ready to start in the trade package. It happened before. We have the capital. We have the cash. And, you got to set, like our boy Shabazz said in the past, you got to separate the salary cap to the cash that we have to spend. We have a lot to do. We have a lot to offer. And things could look brighter as the years go by. Uptown Stout is learning from its mistakes. We still had the big wrecking ball who saved the game for us with the Rams, Mr. Alfred Collins. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Michael Williams is getting his push on. He's getting back there. And I'm not going to take, my boy Bryce Huff. We're not going to take his lunch over here because, when he got that late hit on Mr. Baker Mayfield, he was showing them that we got to your mother duck plucker and we're going to get to you again if we had the chance. He was excited to get another sack or a punch out. Everybody is trying. Stay excited, stay optimistic, faithful, because what they say, when you're at the bottom, you only can go where? Up. And so far, we're going up. We're meeting more than expectations. Mr. Mac Jones is doing his thing. Hey, stay healthy, young man. Brock Purdy, we want you back. But, hey, understand, no matter who's back there, the line and the names we have on the line is not going to change until we make a move in free agency. But stay optimistic because it could be worse. They could be getting sacked most of the league like some of these quarterbacks are.
It's bad. Defensive people are taking
really
over.
Bad this year, Ronbo. It's really bad. And I do see how Atlanta won last night, but on the other side of the coin, I'm not really afraid because it's just like medicine on this TV, everything you see, that little bitty line that you had to look in before the end of the commercial, results may vary.
One of my favorite. In other words, we ain't guaranteeing nothing.
Hey, your boy Kendrick Bourne made a mistake, and he always make up for it with good yardage and good catches afterwards. Your boy made a mistake, on defense, Uptown Stout. He did good plays to save the game also. As long as everybody keeps flying around the ball, as long as my boy Tunges and Farrell is out there, they could be the sneak attack if Kittle don't show up. And if Kittle does show up, please have Tunges and your boy Farrell to switch off, and let's get some double tight end sets going on. So we can take Kittle out from Ronbo.
Fred is not in good shape yet.
Over there.
Yeah, let him work in tandem here for a minute.
All right. Yes, and it's good. Switch it up. Open up the playbook. You've been doing good, Mr. Mastermind, Mr. Kyle Shanahan. Keep it up, player. Keep it up. You know what I'm saying, man?
Yes, absolutely.
And the Jawan Jennings situation, I believe what Smooth said, it probably is because he wanted to get his catches.
Yes.
He needed to do like Mac Jones right now. Mac Jones win his fourth game, everybody, he gets his $400,000, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And he's already smiling because he got 3. One's going to come again, ladies and gentlemen. One is going to come again. You know what I'm saying? I'm excited, Ronbo. How do you feel about this?
Oh, I can't even put it into words, right? Because I've become a huge Mac Jones fan. I don't want to talk too loud. Ronbo, man, you act like you like Mac Jones better than you like Brock Purdy. I said, look, they're both wearing the same uniform. Will we please stop dividing up into these little groups and hating on players on a team? Do we hating on any of them? God, we've been doing that for years. Oh, yeah.
No need for all that.
Yeah,
I hope he does win.
But it's going to be all right, though, faithful. Keep your head up. Every game is going to get scary. You know what I'm saying? Because when they say strength of schedule at the beginning of the season,
I knew that.
as you can see, and just like my boy Kyle Brandt said on Good Morning Football, week 1 is a liar. Week 3 is people getting their team together, and by now you see who's healthy and see who's not, and everybody got to move on. Unfortunately, this year is like stigmata. Every team got something going on, even the winning teams.
It's true. That's why I was talking about the drama just a little while ago. I'm trying. Think of a team off the top of your head. Who's dominating the NFL right now?
Nobody.
Everybody's
baby,
gotten a butt whooping. Everybody. I mean, every team.
Because
the mighty Chiefs, the Eagles,
teams, ladies and gentlemen.
the
Ravens,
Ravens,
there's no undefeated team.
Bills.
The next team is 5-1. We're in the third of the pack that's tied with a lot of people, 4-2. Keep your head up. I mean, get out what you're going to get out with the injuries. You know what I'm saying, everything. But, man, it's like they say in the Bible, and it's like they say in this one dope movie that I see. It's with Ice Cube and Keke Palmer. That's right, long shot. And the old school Reverend, Garrett Morris, he was going around, talking around. He was like, let me tell y'all something. What they always say, I need to tell y'all one thing, faithful. Concentrate on what we have and don't concentrate on what we don't have. We have a winning record. We leading the division, and these young bucks is playing outstandingly nice. Keep your head up, faithful.
You do. Appreciate that, fam. You and DTs, y'all bring that sunshine in. It could be midnight. All right. Friday, let's do this again and bring that score and more of that donut and Tanisha sweetness. That's why they call them Donut and Tina. Donut and Tanisha because the sugar's all over that big donut.
That's right, Donut. That's right. That's right.
See you on Friday, Donut. T, have a great night.
Yes, indeed.
All right.
Big show. We love you. Big goodbyes, man. You know what I'm saying? You already know. You know what I'm saying? Papa Dragon, Jay, you know what I'm saying? Both Jays, you know what I'm saying? Out there, Hawaii, out here in Cali, you know what I'm saying? Wherever you at. Hey, man, big show. We love you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Everybody hit that like, subscribe. Production, we love you. Ronbo, we'll see you Friday.
Can't wait.
Ronbo.
Can't wait. Night, y'all.
Night.
Tony's forever working on that truck. I believe he's working on it now. Let's listen to this.
I'm working on a beard, bro.
Tony, what kind of beer are you drinking? That's loud. Tony, come on in there, man.
I just pulled it out of the fridge. So at the moment, I just reached in there and I grabbed a Stella.
Well, Tony, we spend a lot of time. Even when we're winning, we spend a lot of time. When people, it's so funny when people, you support the 40 whiners. I take exception to that, and sometimes some of the biggest shouting matches I've had have been with people who talk to me like that. So it's funny though. We do complain a lot. Even in our Super Bowl years, we were complaining a lot. But Tony, this is a different story though. This year, we're getting into deeper trouble here some weeks from now. Tony, we lost Fred. We're just having tonight. We're just having a get together, a group hug. Your thoughts?
I mean, obviously, Fred is an absolute tragedy. I mean, although he could be back in 3 months, anyone who thinks that it's not a tragedy needs to have their brain scanned. But if we can have Fred, which I'm sure we will, on the sideline, and somebody competent enough,
he's definitely gonna be
to take over from him, competent enough. I mean, like as in physical stature. Fred can teach him all the ins and outs like he did to Dre Greenlaw.
Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing. If Fred's on the sideline, Bethune's going to be really good because just like Trent Williams was out, the guy that just got over to Kansas City and got paid, Trent coached him every down. He ran to Trent every down. He ran over to Trent, and it worked. He looked good. He got him paid now. So yeah.
So that's one thing. Juwan Jennings going on the field with 4 or 5 broken ribs, I think, is an absolute.
I feel bad.
That is idiotic.
It's a
I mean,
travesty.
whoever let him do that needs the guillotine.
You can get killed doing that. You could puncture a rib. You know, I really wish they'd make that contract flexible. Don't insist on that. If he comes out really hurt, he should be compensated in some fashion for that too. This is football. You can't put that kind of. That contract needs to be redone. But go ahead.
If it's a careless thing, Ronbo, like if it's player fault, I understand. But if it's a freak accident or
he's out there trying to win,
it's no fault of your own. I mean, Juwan Jennings carried that team through the Super Bowl.
Damn right.
And the poor guy, if you go back, every single game where he broke a record and had the best game of his life last season, we lost that game. We lost every single game where he was a star in it.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, there's a few things that need to be done, like players being shuffled around. Let's see what they do before the trade deadline.
Yeah.
But our offensive line still stinks, and there's nothing that they're doing about it. And I still want that Chris Powder Puff Forrester to get out there and take some calls. Now, someone in the press conference today said to Shanahan, is it your offensive line or was it the opposition team was just that good?
Ooh.
And I thought, wow.
I didn't see this conference
had
yet.
The gumption.
What did he say?
Somebody had the gumption to ask the question. All right? Keep poking the bear, mate. Keep asking the same question until they get sick of it.
Tony, what was Shanahan's response, though? I didn't see this yet.
Shanahan's response was the same as always. He just tiptoed around the tulips and made every excuse under the sun and brushed it off the best way he could. So, I mean, they're in denial when it comes to the offensive line. They really are. Someone's got to
they're not showing
go
the
down
public,
there and tap.
but they're freaking out. I
understand they're not showing the public, but at least privately or someone needs to go down there and tap someone on the shoulder and say, boys, come on, the Super Bowl's at our stadium this year. What are we doing? It's at home. We've got a chance to be in it at home and make history. Win number 6 at home. What the fuck are you doing?
It doesn't get the table set, isn't it? Come and eat. Tony, the sad thing is when I hear everybody talking about the offensive line, there's nothing that could be done for that offensive line this year. There really isn't. It's over. That's what we got. There's no offensive. If a good offensive lineman is out there, he's playing, he's working. He's not available.
Where's the Hulk? I mean, he's defense, isn't
Valdez, I don't know what they're doing with that. I don't know.
We need defensive and offensive. Where is he? Why isn't this bloke on the field?
Somebody judges him as being to make him wait. I don't know. They're not going to have a choice soon.
I mean, he's pushing guys around on our own team during OTAs and whatever training. He's pushing them back into hell.
He's unblockable. He really is. But we're not using him.
And why isn't this dude on the field?
I wish I knew.
Why?
I'd love to ask somebody in this office, guys, why is Valdez not playing? I would love to hear what they say. I don't know.
I mean,
we got to.
And the offensive line, Ronbo, okay, it is what it is. Shuffle a few guys around.
Yeah. Tony, we got to go.
See what happens. They're not even doing that.
Do something, right? I agree. we got to stop. I'll see you Friday night. and we get some more in depth with this. I hopefully they'll address this and let us know, let the public know that they're making every effort to improve that area.
Yeah, well,
God.
I think the only way is get the aeroplane out and empty the stadium again.
Not that easy with that. Tony, I'll see you Friday.
All right, brother. Shout out to everyone. Big Show, Papa Dragon, 49er Brian, Smooth Operator, Frank, everybody else. And where's the Big Show? He's
He's in the
come
chat.
back.
He's throwing little knives and darts and daggers. He's running up and down. Show, stop it. All right, Tony, I'll see you Friday.
Well, brother, cheers.
Cheers. Remember those days of horror? It's funny how long we've been through a lot. The plane, Tony just mentioned flying over. Sell the team, Jed. Sell the team. It was funny. Actually, I chuckled in because I said, there's groups of people, committees, that raise funds to go play that airline service, to fly that sign over the stadium. See, this is how passionate. Has any other team in the league went to that extent to try to get their management to move their ass? That was hilarious. And there was nobody sitting in the stands. You know, there were more fans. There weren't more fans than 49er fans because the other fans were not. We were boring to everybody. But there were other teams out there. I remember I had a friend that was sitting next to some Cowboy fans, and they made a bet in the stands that you know how we are. We'll bet on our team no matter what the situation. What was his name? Anyway, he bet on the 49ers and the Cowboys won the game. Then he shows a film of him out in the parking lot. He takes his hat, and they said, if you listen, if the Cowboys win, you got to burn that hat because we got a hibachi set up. We got a barbecue set up outside in the tailgate. You set that hat on fire. I'll do it. It's one of my favorite hats. He shows the next video shows him setting that hat on fire. But you know what? We got pride as 49er fans. If you want to take us on, we don't back down for no argument. Hey, Eric.
What's up, buddy?
Eric, man, we're just talking football, and the clouds are rolling in overhead, and we're trying to keep our head up. Yeah, you know, Eric.
Hey, Ronbo.
Yeah.
Hey, why he ain't put Evan Anderson in yet? That's crazy. They stupid.
Hey,
Peace. Empire, I love you.
Fam, hold up. I'll be right to you. That's a good question, too. Because one thing, Anderson mentions, there's some people that are not going to be held out much longer because we run out of bodies. And Evan Anderson was learning last. He was doing a good job. So we're going to find out. Eric.
How you doing, pal?
Yeah, Eric, you're terrible, man. You guys got the about the healthiest team in the NFC. And I'm not even talking about just the West. Have you got any injuries on your team?
Well, Witherspoon and also Wogan did not play last week. The two big cornerbacks that we got. So we got injuries, just not as
serious as
and
us.
they're pretty major, but just I don't think they get down like I don't think they feel like big boy injuries or anything like that, I guess.
Who'd you just play this past Sunday?
Yeah.
Well, you guys just won against who this past Sunday?
Yeah.
No, Eric, I mean,
no, but the two cornerbacks.
Yeah, no, Eric, who did you play this past Sunday?
Jacksonville.
Yeah. See, you know what? Eric, I got to tell you, when you guys beat Jacksonville, it made me think to myself, Jacksonville, I knew we made them look a little better than they actually were. You guys went in there and manhandled them. You didn't just beat them, you beat them up. So I said to myself, well, that says a lot about a lot of things. So I was impressed with that. And the Jigba is coming into his own as a real badass. He really is. It took 2 years. Yeah. He needed for DK Metcalf and your other all-world receiver to take off, but now it's his team, and he's taking over, isn't he?
Yeah, he definitely is. So who do you all play this week?
Well, we play Atlanta, and Atlanta is finding themselves. Eric, I've been telling Tony for years, you guys just need a defense. Your offense is freaking unreal. You got great receivers. You got great running backs, and not just one. Algier and Bijan. Knuckles and Sonic ain't got nothing on that duo. So, and they got they got 2 or 3 wide receivers. But Landon, I've always wondered why they were losing. Okay. That shakeup they had a week before last, when they brought their coordinator down off the box and some other things, and they fired people, it seemed to wake the whole team up. They're going to be tough. Oh, what am I talking about? My pet, I had a guy, I wanted Pickett that year, that tight end. I said, oh, man, if we could just get this. Then we picked up, of course, Trey Lance. So the team is going to be difficult going forward, actually. They could win the NFC. It's possible. So, blown call by ref. Jags should have. Wait a minute. Did you lose it? I thought you guys won against the Jags.
We won.
Yeah, Brian. Oh, you talking about our game. Oh, yeah, Brian's talking about the 49er game. Yeah. So, you guys are 4-2. We got the same record now, right? So,
but you guys have edge because you guys won week
head to
one.
head. But those numbers, as you go into week 9, 10, that can actually not make any difference unless it comes down to a tie.
Yeah.
So, as a 49er fan, we got a lot to be concerned about regarding that, because we got to find out now how much resiliency this team really does possess, and how tough can they be.
We got an extra. We play on late Monday night.
On the road or at home?
We play at home. It goes like 7 o'clock out here.
Who you playing?
On Monday.
Yeah, who's your game?
Houston.
Well, that Houston is another team that's neither here nor there. Eric, there's so many teams this year that were supposed to do so much better. Normally in the first half of the season, teams don't really get established until about week 8, 9 as to who they are. Well, what are the Vikings doing? They start out last year like a shot out of a cannon and got to the playoffs and got hurt. But then you see the New England Patriots. May is the next Tom Jones. They look ridiculously good. So here come the Patriots, rising from the ashes like a phoenix. That's the new AFC. They got the right coach. They got the players. Stephon Diggs. And you notice when Josh Allen lost Stephon Diggs, he wanted Stephon, get him out of here. And now May over in Patriotville has Stephon, who can make any quarterback look good. In fact, Josh doesn't know it. But Stephon, and I knew that year, Stephon is the reason why he looked like a star all of a sudden. Man, this league is crazy, Eric. Crazy as hell. Hey, listen.
Yes, so what time is your game? Is that a prime time game?
Sunday night. Yeah, that's a prime time. Yeah, Sunday night.
And they play the second game on Monday night.
They're doing two a week on Mondays now. Yeah, we're Sunday night. So, Eric, we gotta go.
Are you guys hosting that?
Yeah, we're at home. So I'm gonna let me see you Friday, and we're gonna go over because you know something's gonna develop between now and then, and we'll see what's happening. All right.
Night, guys.
Night. Oh God, NFL is just crazy as hell this year. Is it Anthony?
Ronbo.
Anthony. Well, here we are, having all kinds of problems. Anthony, what are you thinking?
We ain't lying, Ronbo.
I mean,
man, Ronbo, man. Well, I was just sick Sunday, boy.
You know what? Anthony, we could have continued to stagger along as long as Fred stayed on the field, and then we had George coming back this week. We could have you need those two guys to lead the youngins and the guys who may need to be brought along. For 5 minutes there, we were without both, and we fell apart.
Ronbo, I was hoping Kyle would elevate Sebastian Valdez.
And we're all on that. You can take a vote around the Night Empire, and everybody will vote yes.
They need that big boy, man, out there.
I don't know who they got better. Who's going to be? I don't know what they're doing. I still don't understand.
No, I don't understand it.
You need a guy that's intimidate offensive linemen, one that can run through them, and just disrupt and cause more violence. That would help Michael. Michael Williams playing next to him.
They man, big time, Ronbo.
Well, they know what they're doing, Anthony. That's why they get paid the big bucks. We need to be quiet. Leave them alone. They know what they're doing.
Yeah. I was just wondering that, but because
I am too. I'm just kidding. I mean, Robert Saleh, if anybody knows, he should know, right? So I don't know.
Yeah, Robert Saleh. Yeah, I like Saleh, man. I trust. Well, it's a good thing Kittle come back this with and
yeah, he could give a mental lift to that unit. He'll gather the troops.
What Javon Jr. did on the sideline with what's called.
Poor JJ. And it's true.
Let me tell you something. Yeah, he's not the type of receiver to do that, Ronbo. You feel me? He's not that type.
You know, because he just wants to. He wants. If you're gonna make me play, give me the ball. And Kendrick's out there just tearing up, and Juwan ain't getting nothing.
Ronbo,
I saw this coming.
For me, I think that's the biggest problem right now.
It is. You know it is. You know. Can I get the ball every now and then, Coach? Juwan, you got a problem with the way I call the plays? No, I mean, you give me a contract, I got to get things done, and I can't get no work. Listen, when the minute I can see I know how the conversation went. Now that big smooth pointed it out.
I think Kyle trying to protect one a little bit, Ronbo. 5 broken ribs, Ronbo.
He doesn't need to be getting dressed. Period. I don't even. When I heard he got 5 broken ribs, no.
5 broken ribs, a high and a low ankle sprain. I think Kyle trying to protect him a little bit.
Well, then don't put him out there then. Okay, you know we got DeMarcus is out there. Kendrick can hold his own. I need one more guy.
Yeah.
But it doesn't need to be JJ. I don't know who else we got.
I think Walker's close. I think Walker's. They say he should be back.
He'll come back.
But Kyle probably. No, he's supposed to be back when we play
5 minutes.
The Falcons.
He's tender. You know, every time we get a kid that can run, his calves. I mean, not his calves. His hamstrings can't take it. He's not coming back. If he does come back, it'll be long enough to pull it again, and that's it.
Ronbo.
Yeah.
Did you watch the Falcons, man? I watched the Falcons. I said, oh, boy, that's going to be a game there, bro. Yeah. Falcons look real good.
They look like you got it together, don't they?
And the running back, that number 25, BJ, Look,
B-John.
I had one of those drop there, boy. That boy tough, man.
B-John, he didn't just now get tough.
Yeah.
I've been telling Tony for the last couple of years. I don't know what else do you guys need. I don't know why you lose. It doesn't make any sense. And Tony thought it was a defense, and they showed that they've been showing that up for the last couple of years. This has been coming a lot like Detroit. I told people, everybody, that year we were Detroit, we barely got out of Detroit with our lives. I said, man, Detroit ain't nobody's. We'll see no more. Look out, here they come. So teams don't stay weak forever.
They got a whole lot of weapons too, bro.
And I ain't crazy about playing the Giants either. We got to go against Scatterboo and Dart, and they don't look like no rookies.
Yeah, Scatterboo is towing that thing. He towing that pill, boy.
We could have had him. Everybody was saying get Scatterboo. I don't know what a Scatterboo is. Okay, now I understand.
I want to.
That's a vicious. God, I like him. Ooh,
when me and you was talking about it, I was talking about him and Gentry. I was talking about him and Gentry.
You put Scatterboo and let him learn from CMC in 3 years?
What?
Ooh, damn.
I'm serious. Hey, Ronbo, let me ask you something. Why the hell did they trade Mason and then get Brian Robinson? They don't even use Brian Robinson. Period.
I don't know.
Bring me one or two plays.
They didn't want to play him. They didn't want to pay him.
We should have kept Mason.
I know. Mason's just having a field day over in Minnesota.
What? Over there in Minnesota.
I know. And Debo went to Washington. His hamstrings, they don't pull no more. It's just weird. But, hey, Anthony, we got to go, though, fam. I mean, I'll see you Friday, huh?
They don't pull.
They don't pull no more. He's the man, number one receiver. Anyway, I'll see you Friday, fam.
All right, Ronbo.
So, good night.
Thank you, Ronbo.
Thank you, fam. Night, Anthony.
Yeah. All right.
Jamal.
Ronbo, can you hear me?
I can hear you now, Jamal. Yeah. Come on in.
What's going on, brother?
Well, I wish I knew. And we even as we sit, we're complaining about the 49ers. They're not sleeping. Robert Sala's already told people he goes home late night every night. And Kyle Shanahan looks like he's a couple of years older every week. And John Lynch sitting up in the booth. John Lynch, you ever see John Lynch? They show Lynch. Lynch is just standing there. He doesn't move. He's just standing there staring at the field. The team, we're just a mess, a hot mess right now. And Jamal, what are you thinking?
To be honest with you, I don't know. Just we gotta weather the storm.
Yeah, that's right. Weather the storm. Yeah.
Ain't no, I mean, it's still early in the season, so. As far as we know, Fred is gone, but like I said, the last time I talked to you, I said this is the time for Nick Martin going in and doing the reps, getting experience, and so he can grow in the fly.
They acted like Nick. They had him in his street clothes every week. Then we picked him up round 3. I got him in street clothes. He's a healthy scratch every week. What does that mean?
Right. I don't know. I don't know what the deal is.
Did he look good to you in preseason? He looked good to me. Every time the camera panned on the field for the play, you see Nick Martin. Remember during that game, I said, "Who is that? That's Nick Martin, ain't it?" Because I didn't know his number yet, right? Every play, he's on. He's quick. He's alert. He's sharp out there. He's on every play. Why did they have him a healthy scratch every week, though? 7 weeks of football, 6 weeks.
I have no idea, man.
Well, Tony Nagatani says, Saleh said he would be fine, but he wasn't ready yet, and he was a liability on special teams. Thanks, Tony, because I hadn't heard about that.
Okay.
A liability on special teams.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, interesting, huh? He's a good athlete. And it usually takes a good athlete to be on special teams, right? Your best athletes are usually that aren't starting or on the team. Or on the special teams unit.
Right.
That's pretty funny. Now I'm scared. and why isn't Sebastian Valdez playing, Jamel?
He's not?
No, they won't even bring him up off the. He's on the practice squad, but they look like they're out looking for other people and bringing them in. Why don't you let him play?
Now, see, that's something. That's the hard-headed, that's the stubbornness of Kyle. We don't know why he's not
but
there.
That's not Kyle's call to make. That's Robert Saleh's call to make, I think. I think Kyle trusts Saleh to that degree. Everything on the defense is all about him.
All right, okay.
Kind of hard to understand. I don't know. We're going to find out how much longer they keep him out there. Maybe he just needs a little more seasoning. But they probably like what they see with him. They just go. But you can't bring Sebastian Valdez in the game. He just tears ass, and then put him back on the practice squad. That same evening, Sebastian Valdez has been claimed by. Oh boy, you mother. God, I can just see you can hear the cursing all over Santa Clara. Well, just sign him and keep him on the 53 if he's that good. What is? I mean. I'm waving somebody else. It's a good thing, Jamel. It's a good thing, like guys like myself and you are not sitting there making decisions. Would we do well? I mean, I don't. God,
man, that's why you get paid to do what they do.
Yeah. Well, we'll just stay calm. We'll trust them. They know what they're doing. I guess. Hey, just real quick, I just want to say, Notre Dame ain't the only team in Indiana. Jamel's alma mater is kicking butt.
That's right. You better believe it. You better believe it. Number three in the nation, baby.
That's unreal.
Right up there with O State. Yep.
Jamel, anything else you want to add? Anything else you want to add about this team?
I was going to say about this team, we've been saying that we've been preaching it all year. We've been saying it all season and previous seasons. Until we start beating up on the offensive line, we won't have trouble. And that's been our Achilles heel.
We all agree on that.
Killing
quarterbacks.
And we're saying. Right, and you're saying that in Trent Williams, he's showing his age. You know what I'm saying? We know the problem time is undefeated always.
Mm-hmm. And his legs are going out, probably. So. You see when he grabbed that dude?
Exactly.
I don't know who that was. Usually when Trent grab a man like that, the man is in serious trouble. And the dude wrestled. Right. Trent went down. I seen right then and there. I said, you know what? That dude 3 years ago would have been in the hospital. Now... Anyway, Jamel, I'm gonna bring you a score Friday, man. Let's meet then, okay?
All right, now see you Friday.
Hey, can't wait, Jamel. Good luck to Indiana too. Good night, fam.
Yeah. Good night.
Trey, white chocolate coming in hot. Come on in, Trey.
Ronbo. Let's go, baby. I got some shit I got to get off my chest, Ronbo.
Get it off, man. Go ahead.
Ronbo, I mean, first of all, man, white chocolate got to come in hot.
Yep.
And you know what, Ronbo? I think Bobby Pipes, a.k.a. Rob Saleh, is an amazing addition to the D.
Yeah.
But, Ronbo, I watched that Bucks game, and you know what, Ronbo? The big turning point was that Baker scramble for 15 yards on third down.
Didn't that bother you? I tried to get that out of my mind. That was ridiculous. What are we doing?
You know what, Ronbo? I understand, we didn't have, we were without All-Pro Fred on that, he was already out. But Ronbo, you could have had practice teamers out there. That's an issue of poor tackling, Ronbo. That's day one shit.
This is the third week of bad tackling. I'm concerned. I don't get it. What happens in practice when you do that?
Ronbo, like I said, I know, a lot of people will jump to who we were without. Obviously we were without All-Pro Fred and all that, but come on, Ronbo. Next thing you know, Baker's throwing a 60-yard bomb.
Oh.
Ronbo, and then a 60-yard bomb for a tutty. The game was out of reach.
Yeah.
To me, that was the game, Ronbo.
Tony Nagatani says 3 people held on that play.
Well,
You know what, though? There's some guys that did get their hands on him. Baker punked us last year. Remember that? He took Nick Bosa, and I've never seen this. Nick freaking Bosa. Baker's got him straight-armed, and they walked to the sideline. Now, Nick didn't let him get away, but he walked Nick to the side. Nick walked him to the sideline before he could get him out. I said, Baker Mayfield has an inner strength of some kind.
They're still showing.
I know.
They're still showing that highlight on the NFL Network and shit. That like you said, that Bosa play. But Ronbo, here's the thing, man. I know personnel matters a ton. I know personnel matters a ton, but come on, that's just piss poor fundamentals, Ronbo. I mean, I used to play the game, man. That's day one stuff, man. Tackling and Ronbo. Honestly, despite all the injuries, that was a winnable game. I don't know. I got in here.
We lost
late.
it in the
I don't
fourth.
know what everyone else was saying.
We were right in
Ronbo,
there.
that was a winnable game. We were in that game before that bomb, Ronbo. You know what I mean? And that really, I was watching that game, man. That was a dagger, man. And you know what? It was just fundamentals. It was just tackling. And, that was a 3rd and long, Ronbo. So, what does that game look like if they don't get that? Without that bomb. But, again, Ronbo, you know what, man? I got to come in hot. It's funny, man. Again, man, I wasn't really listening to some of the prior callers that came in here a little late.
Mm-hmm.
But, Ronbo, everyone's pounding the table for a fellow white Trey and Trey Hendrickson. I've seen that, online.
He may, I don't know that the Bengals are going to ask for our firstborn. That's why I says, they hold the cards. We can't come in there on our knees, and you can't give them a first down pick, which is the first thing they're going to ask for. It's going to be real difficult to get Trey. The Bengals feel like, you guys want him. We want something too.
Again, man, here's the thing, Ronbo. Like I said, man, I'm a white Trey, so I get it, man. I love the fellow white Treys. But Ronbo, here's the thing, Ronbo.
Yeah.
Literally, the Niners expressed some slight interest in him, and in true Niners injury curse fashion, he fucking instantly got injured. He
that's right.
wasn't even on our team.
That's right. I made a joke about that last week.
They showed some interest.
I said, all we have to do, players around the league should be scared. If the 49ers are interested in you, be careful. There's this black fog that circles everything red and gold these days. And if we talk about you enough, it comes and gets you too. Because you're right. I heard about that at the end of the game. I was shocked. What? There's something with the back. Something with the back injury, right?
Slight interest in him, and next thing you know, he's being carted off. And it's okay, that's just the Niners juju. But here's the thing, Ronbo. Unless they can get some guys to fill that linebacker and edge, the edge position on the low. Here's the thing, Ronbo. Here's where I'm at. They need to save those picks, roll with the young guys, the guys they have, and prioritize the O linemen and spend their. Honestly, Ronbo, I know it sounds like a joke, but they almost need to spend their entire draft class on O linemen next year. Who are we kidding? You know what I mean?
I'm in that room with you.
And
also,
even Puny, who was our guy. Dude, I loved him. I loved Dom.
Puny's hurt. That's not the real Puny. He's hurt. It's funny. and it's too early to say. Chocolate, do you know it's week 7, right? In 4 weeks, if we're struggling, the cry for let's just roll with it. Let's get in the middle of the pack for that draft. You watch it, see. Because the thing is, I don't want to stagger the playoffs with a wounded team. We don't want the Rams. We don't go in and lose in the first and second round. When we go to the playoffs, we're there to win it all. And we can be the NFCCG. Yeah. But that's our standard right there. That's as low as we go. But we go in with a wounded team. 49ers have been eliminated. See that, and I can just see me now. This is what I said. Don't go into the playoffs looking like the Wick sisters of no, I don't want it. Let's just wait.
Well, here's the thing, Ronbo. I mean, I'm with you, Ronbo. Like, here's the thing. I'll say. Like, we're 4-2, right?
Yeah.
And you know what? Like, it's not totally like, the season isn't totally over. Like, I know, like, All-Pro Fred was a huge loss. Oh. I would argue that was even a way more substantial loss than Bosa. But here's the thing, Ronbo. So, like, the season isn't over, so I'm not ready to, like, give up on it. But, here's the thing, Ronbo. I don't want to trade all of our assets for, like, this year.
No.
You know what I mean?
We're still – this team, we got too many young people, and we need to add some more young people. Because the young people from last year, in another year, they're going to start looking like vets. So you got to keep that thing going, until we get to where we're going to go. Chuck, we got to go, though, fam. This is a subject that's going to be – we're going to be talking about this a lot between now and the end of the season. So we'll see what happens
next.
Hey,
Ronbo, hey, man, the time always goes quicker, man. But, hey, man, I just want to say, man, I still can't dunk. I'm still trying, man. It's white chocolate out in Philly territory, man. I hate the Birds, man. I love their collapse. I love that Giants loss. But, man, I still can't dunk, man. But you know what? Let me get a Niners holler real quick,
working on it. You'll get it. I'm telling you right now. Niners! Hey, Charlie, remember one thing. Larry Holmes, Larry, that's him from Indiana, right? Yeah, he didn't dunk either. It's okay. Just, do everything else better.
Hey, Ronbo, I've just resided to, man. Yeah. I might just be like a layup guy. Maybe I can't dunk. I'm just like that layup guy. Maybe I'm just like a white point guard that, like, feeds everyone. I get, like, the assist. I can't dunk, man. But, hey, man, I love you, man. I love the platform, man. Bang, bang, white chocolate out, man. I'll talk to you later, man. Peace.
Looking forward to it. I think Larry, what's Larry's last name? What's it, Holmes? What's Larry? Magic Johnson's boy. Hey, yo, Ellis. Larry, what was your last name? Ellis. Ellis maybe wrapped up the kids.
Ronbo.
Yeah, okay. He always comes in just, I said, roll it. And every time it happens, you come in just on the edge. Ellis, get in there, man.
Yeah, I'm in, man. Yeah,
man. We're just raking over the coals, licking our wounds, because like somebody just mentioned. Now I would go say that because I felt like it might be a little too much, but it's true. We may have been able to slide on by without Nick. We've done that before, but losing Fred was intensely serious. So. Anyway, we're not giving up. That's a lot of what's going on tonight is we're keeping each other's spirits up, except for Big Show. Big Show's letting everybody know he guarantees fail. Show! Stop! Ellis, what are you thinking, fam?
Hey, this is the thing. We maintaining optimism, can also be looked at like a form of delusion.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. You look at everything, depending on who you're talking to. But it's a great point. Missing Nick, we can still make it because we got Fred. Mm. Missing both. I mean, there's Fred is the head alpha of the roster of the entire team, offense, defense, everything. Mm-hmm. That's the heartbeat. Not Nick Bosa. Fred Warner is the heartbeat of that team. And the things that he does
George
on
Kittle
defense,
facilitates that part. Exactly. I agree.
And the things that he does, but look,
our offense runs and operates and actually operate in a superb fashion. As you can see, we had a couple of great games. We've had so many games where George Kittle's in the game, but we don't get shit going on offense. And that's just because of the game planning. But when it comes to defense, Fred Warner is paramount. He is that is one player that we must have, healthy to be able to play to give us a shot. The middle of the field was wide open. Tatum Bethune may be able to, knock a pole out of the cement out of the ground running full speed. But if he can't guard nobody downfield and he doesn't have that intuition, experience, and that understanding of each offense, each team, each quarterback, the tendencies and shit like Fred, nobody has that on the defense. No one has that on the defense. You can be a great tackler. You can be a great hitter. You can be sound at following your assignment on defense. But the odds and ends, the off schedules, all the other shit, they almost, but thank God Fred Warner already snipped it out. That piece is missing on the defense. Yep. Demo's not going to make up and step in for that.
No, he says
there's nobody that's going to be able. He's irreplaceable, but we all know that. Yeah. So I don't feel as confident on the season now that Fred is gone. That's just me personally. That doesn't mean that I don't believe we can still get further enough. I don't honestly think we can win a Super Bowl without Fred Warner. That's just me, though. That's me. I'm being totally 100% honest. Without having that on defense, we are going to have a constant issue and problem with stopping teams because now that we're missing the best linebacker in the NFL, they're like, shit, we got plenty of things that we can draw up. And with all these rookies, these new guys, 2-year, 3-year guys, they might play good for a few plays, but we're going to catch them slipping more often than not. And the last week was just only the beginning. You know what I mean? But I will still maintain optimism that we can surely make it to the playoffs. And I think we could even still get to the bowl. But I'm just, I don't want to sit here and bullshit and say that I feel okay with this roster the way that it is, not having Fred Warner on the team. The offense is not putting up 25 or more points a game. I said that many a times. We've been having the luxury of the defense carrying the team and the offense scraping for points. We've only gotten to 25, 30 points. I don't even think we've gotten past 30 this year so far.
I'm pretty sure we haven't. I would remember that. No.
Okay. So there's your problem. So if we're not going to make up for the loss of Nick Bosa and Fred Warner offensively and put up 28 or more points a game minimum, then we're not. I don't think we're going to. Honestly, I don't think we stand a chance
because the defense is on the field too long.
Like I said, that's just the realistic aspect of it. We're not having enough production on offense. Our run game is shit. We got one rush touchdown the whole season. Ricky's not playing. Brandon Ayuk's not coming until week 10. We're just barely getting George back. Yeah. There's just too many things that are not working in our favor right now. Now, what we need to do is trade for Jermaine Johnson, who's on the Jets, who was a Florida State defensive end. He was a beast coming out of college, and he's actually had some really good production over there with Saleh when he was there. He's kind of like at the level of him and Kayvon Thibodeau are being kind of like the similar player. They're streaky flash. They've had flashes of good plays and good stuff like that. But I like Jermaine Johnson. I would get him for a 5th-round pick if we could, and go get Arden Key. We need 2 defensive linemen that can come right in and come and wreck shit. We need 2, not 1.
Key knows how
we need 2 for sure. 100%. And look, Trent Williams getting knocked over or falling trying to flip somebody over, y'all got to remember he's knock-kneed. So his knees touch, they go in when he stands up. So his balance is a little off. When you're like that, when your body's, built like that, it's hard for you to maintain balance and shit like that. That's the only reason why he stays on his when he's blocking is because he has his legs spread out.
That's true.
they're touching. They're knock knee. They like go in to touch each other.
Yeah,
that's
I've seen
his
knock knees.
build.
I haven't seen anybody knock knee in a long time, though. But yeah, because I think doctors fix that when babies are born. But yeah, that's pretty funny. I mean,
yeah. No, it's real talk. It's real talk. Knock knee people have a really hard time. I played, basketball, football with them, and they have a hard time moving around and getting around. He may be big and strong as hell, and he's athletic for his size and all of that, but that the legs and the leg build is where he's, you know what I mean? And as you get older, it's going to get harder for him to, maintain. But I still got faith in Trent, but the offensive line is shit. I'm praying for whoever plays quarterback, because Jake Brindle is standing up while everybody's on the ground running plays. So, they throw him out the way, and they just stand him up and throw him out the way. He doesn't even get, power bombed or flipped, and he's not even eating dirt. He's standing up in the dirt while everyone else is eating dirt.
It's been a liability for years. All right, fam. We're going to do. We go Friday. We go pick up where we left off here and get ready for another weekend of Hold Your Breath. Oh man, I really wish. God.
Hey, look, but look, Jordan Watkins is going to be playing this week, so I'm excited to see what he does. Sky Moore is going to sit down and he's going to watch what it looks like to play special teams and receive the ball. I think we'll have some flashes from him, and I think KB is going to do well. I'm interested in seeing. We're playing a good Hawks team. I talked about this. We're playing last place teams, but some of these teams are going to be hella good. So we got our work cut out for us once again, man.
Falcons,
so we got to come with it. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Anyway, shout out to fam, man. Y'all know what it is. Hit that like and subscribe. You know where you at. Wipe your feet. Shout out to the Dragon family, Tony, Tone, Frank. Shout out 49er Brian. Shout out Smooth, Show, and the chat. Shout out Harold and Money Mike Jones and all the family. Y'all know what it is, man. And, man, it's still for life. So, shit, that ain't never going to change.
That's right. Ellis, appreciate you, fam. I'll see you
all
Friday.
Right, that's right. Peace.
And there he is, floating along on the blue Hawaii. Tony, aloha.
Aloha, Ronbo. How you doing on this fine Wednesday?
I'm doing all right, Tony. I'm tell you what, though. You know what's so funny, Tony? I'm uncomfortable when we're the team of expectation, and I'm uncomfortable when we're the team that's having to fix some things. It's really funny. You can never really be satisfied or happy. It's a love-hate thing. Tony, you've been on. I've seen you in the chat. You've been here a while. You've been taking it all in. Your assessments of the situation we're in right now.
So this is obviously going to be a bit of a downer season because we entered the season with a bright amount of hope with all of the rookies and with Nick and with Fred, with Brock. That maybe at some point we would be that team that could come of age a little bit early and get to the Super Bowl. And it just doesn't feel like that's going to happen because of how many injuries have happened to such critical players. So it's a little bit depressing, but at the same time, it is always very exciting because of the way the 49ers did draft this past offseason. We have all these rookies who are making major contributions to the team. I think with the exception of Nick Martin and Jordan James, every single one of those rookies has contributed to this season. And they're 4-2. They're 4-2. So things, it is insane. It is. I mean, all things considered, it is really, really insane. And the Niners actually, if the dice had fell a little bit differently on Sunday, would be 5-1. Because I think after that, after the Baker scramble, that is what put the nail in the coffin. But it was still a one-score game, and the Niners had the opportunity to really do something. But unfortunately, the scramble happened, and then that's what broke the back of the team. And just after the emotional collapse of losing Fred, it's understandable. And but I saw so much that I liked watching that game, specifically seeing Michael Williams play. He is still really, really good. I mean, he got his first sack, but he is, he really is going to be special. And the exciting thing is the Niners pass rush. I mean, on that Baker scramble, if you go back and you watch the replay, they only rushed 4. They stunted. They got in there. Gibson got a little tug from Wirfs. That's a questionable hold, but wasn't that bad. And then, honestly, Huff whiffed on that, but should have been a sack right there with Huff, and that should have been it. Right? And that would have been major momentum change, you know? So, and then you watch later on down that play, and Mike Hell is held twice by the same guy in pursuit. And again, if either of those are called, or if Michael isn't held, then Baker is brought down short of first down, and again they're punting, and then again the game is what it is. So, but all that being said, it's going to be great to see what happens down the stretch with this team, because the rookies are, especially along that defensive line, are really coming together. With Alfred Collins, he made that big play against the Rams. And Michael is just, I mean, he's different in the run defense, the way he sets the edge. And we began to see that burst through the line, especially on the play where he got his sack. But it's going to happen. Like, one of these weeks, it's all going to come together. Yeah. And so the only good thing about having so many players hurt is that the younger players are getting more playing time. So as the season goes, look, we might be a wild card team. I don't think we'll be able to really make a deep playoff run. But I think this team is going to be able to come together and surprise some people. I think wild card is definitely in the mix, and looking forward to 2026 after that with everything. But it's still a little bit early to talk about that. So one last thing, though, I want to say, Ronbo, with Trey Hendrickson. Everybody is saying get Trey Hendrickson, and I think it'd be great if they did. If the defense would all of a sudden be able to play complementary football if we had Trey Hendrickson playing at 100%. Two things about him. We don't know about his back. Okay, he's like 31 years old with a back, right? And the other thing, people are saying the Bengals are going to ask for a first-round pick, and and that we should trade for a second-round pick for him. Okay, I understand that line of thought, but I don't think the Niners can afford to spend more than a third-round draft pick on Trey Hendrickson.
Agreed.
And I think
give him a 5.
The trade deadline,
you got too many of those. We got how many fifth-round picks we got?
Not even.
Any round we have multiple picks. 3. One of those, 3 and whatever. Yeah, I love that, Tony.
Here's the thing, Ronbo. Yeah, no. Well, here's the thing, Ronbo. So Trey Hendrickson is a free agent, right? He is going to command a salary next year that's going to be worth a third-round comp pick. His true value to the Bengals is a third-round comp pick. Okay, so the Niners offer a third at the trade deadline. The Bengals get that third-round pick next year as opposed to in 2 years. The Niners get Trey Hendrickson. The defense plays better. Trey leaves in the offseason, and then in 2 years we get a comp third back for Trey.
That's right.
Just
that's
like
the way
Chase,
that works.
Just like Chase Young. Yeah. That's the only acceptable trade that could possibly happen for the 49ers to get Trey Hendrickson. Anything more than that, no thank you. It's just not worth it.
Yeah,
so anyway, what do you think, Ronbo?
No, I fully agree. And like you're saying, Trey Hendrickson would basically be a rental, of which Kyle Shanahan has vehemently said, guys, we're looking for something 2 years down. We're not making any rental. And as if it bothered him that people suggested that. So I said, well, Kyle, what if you win 2 more games and you're 6-2? Now you need to do something. You can't just let the team down. You can't keep rolling and stumbling along either. So I don't think Kyle's serious.
If the Niners won on Sunday, I think that they would be having a lot more serious talks about Trey Hendrickson. But as it is right now, I think the previous caller is right. It's the Jets. It's all those players the Jets are about to cut loose because Aaron Glenn looks like he's a one and done, unfortunately. I like him a lot.
I know, right?
Maybe he might succeed Saleh when Saleh leaves in the offseason. So, but we'll see.
Hey, Tony, I tell you, if I'm a coach that's doing a good job, I'm a good coordinator, and the Jets call me, excuse me, is this the Jets? Yeah, no thanks, please. Don't even bother.
Exactly.
They're a dumpster fire that's never going to be put out. Tony, good stuff as usual. It's such enlightening stuff, too. What was Larry Bird? I'm just trying to think. Larry's last name was Bird. All right. Tony, I will see you. I'll see you Friday. Hope you got some time. All right?
Do my best, Ronbo. Take good care. Aloha.
Aloha, Tony. Tony ATL. Get in there, T.
That's not showering.
Tony? Tony's talking to somebody.
You're on the toilet. You don't be on the toilet. You be standing, right? Yeah.
Tony, Don't you? I love domestic conversations that weren't supposed to get out, Tony. No, you should not stand on the toilet. That can be hazardous. Sometimes a seat can shift or slip. Tony?
Hello?
Yes, Tony.
Ronbo, what's going on?
I tell you, we're just sitting there talking about our misery and suffering and pain. We've done everything but feel sorry for ourselves. But, yeah, we're you know.
Well, like I was saying in the chat, I was telling 49er Brian and Avatar Singh, I said, I like my young squad, but we're too freaking inconsistent. I want to see some consistency.
Oh, Tony, you guys got that. Your team is, I think you guys have got it figured out. You don't go in and run the goddamn Bills or beat them up like that unless things are coming together. Yeah.
Because if you saw the game Monday night on certain formations, you saw Tyler Algier in the backfield by himself. Where was B. John Robinson? In the slot, like y'all used Christian McCaffrey.
See, I've been begging. I said, Kyle, you can put McCaffrey out in the slot and let Robinson, who seems to need a lot more work than he's getting because he looks a little strange coming in every 20, 30 minutes and looking like he does. I think he's one of the guys that needs a little volume to get himself going. Kyle, no. He'll sit down.
Well, y'all need to use juice too. I wish we had juice on our team.
Oh, Kyle, this is why it makes it easy.
He makes things happen.
Yeah, Kyle. Sometimes he's a great coach, but if I'm a defensive coordinator, I know what he's going to do. I don't need to overthink. I just need to get our guys zeroed in on just a few plays that we can just make sure we can get those perfect, and we can slow him down. He's going to do the same thing. They stopped Christian McCaffrey already because our offensive line cannot move anybody. They're not people movers anymore. So we're doing everything on finesse.
We got a young left guard. You might have seen him. I love this kid. We drafted him in the second round in 2024 because Dallas was going to take him, and we took him. He was the second guard taken, Matthew Bergeron.
Yeah.
He plays next to, Jake Matthews.
Yeah.
But Jake Matthews got hurt, Ronbo, so he might be missing this game. That'll be the first game he missed in like about 11 years.
Whoa!
Yeah, he hurt his ankle on Monday night.
Isn't that crazy? Now, you got Fred Warner that's missed one game in 8 years, and you've got a guy that's an ankle. Both of them have the same injury, too.
Jake Matthews is the last Atlanta Falcon that was on that Super Bowl 51 team. He's the only one.
Well, if you want to get rid of Kyle Pitts, please make sure you guys call San Francisco first. I'm still one Kyle Pitts.
And you get to see your old friend Charlie Warner because he'll be in on the two tight end formations blocking.
See, I always hate playing players that the 49ers just unloaded because they'll always have their best games when they're playing against the 49ers. That's why I'm glad we don't have to deal with Washington this year. Debo's over there just tearing up. He's just kicking ass. And he never gets injured anymore.
He's going to Dallas. He's going to really eat Sunday.
God. So,
I don't know if because for some reason, Ray McLeod was a late healthy scratch. I saw him on the sideline with all that hair cheering the players on. He wasn't hurt.
Yeah.
I heard that Ray McLeod was out. It was his birthday last weekend. He was out at the Atlanta strip clubs. That's what I heard.
I
don't know if that's true.
What is wrong? Ray McLeod's not a child anymore. He knows better than to get caught up in that kind of stuff.
I know.
I could see if he was a rookie or something like that. Rookies do stupid things every year. But Ray, you've been in the league for how long? Dumbass. I do not feel sorry for him. That's just strange.
You would think he knows better by now, huh?
Off season, okay, Ray, you hit the club, brah. But no, he does it right during the middle of early in the season. Stupid ass. I love it.
He had him as a healthy scratch. He didn't play.
Yeah, well, I can't imagine what they said to him as they sat him down. Listen, Ray, we pay you to play football. If you want to play footsie at some little speakeasy, sleazy club and get caught, and let it get back to us, then you should know you're not playing this weekend. You dumbass. My God.
And we need him too, Ronbo, because Donnell Mooney's out. We really need Ray McLeod, but, he didn't play.
Well, you didn't need him if he didn't play this past because, you guys, that was a great game. And you finally Algier wasn't playing a lot last year, right? So.
Yes and no. He had like over 600 yards last year, so he played.
Yeah,
He's like a sledgehammer, man.
Yes, I know because he ran. We couldn't tackle. Remember 2 years? Was that 2 years ago? You guys came. We came down there and got a whooping.
That was 3 years ago. His rookie year when he got 1,000 yards. When he did that to y'all in Atlanta.
And I don't even know why you guys didn't make him the premier carrier. Man. So, but you know what? I do know because you got Bijan Robinson. Woo! Is his last name Robinson?
But Algier's a good compliment. He still gets 6, 7. He had 700 1 year and 6 last year. So we still use him.
Yeah, well, and that's you have one back's getting 1,000 yards, another one's getting near 1,000 yards. You're cooking with oil.
Ronbo, I'm gonna tell you this, and I'm not trying to brag. Our defense, you're getting ready to see your old friend.
Who? Which one?
Former outside linebacker for the 49ers.
Wait, because it's Dre's over in Denver, former outside linebacker. Who is it?
Nope, it's not Dre.
No, I know Dre's with the Broncos. Who is this?
Leonard Floyd.
In fact, you just picked him up in the offseason. He's having a great year, isn't he? Well, he should be having a good year.
Sure,
anyway.
He had 2 sacks in the Minnesota game. Got a sack in the Carolina game. Leonard Floyd, those 2 kids we got, the rookies, Jalen Walker. James Pierce is nasty. We got Arnold Ebiketie with 3 sacks, our former second-round pick. We
and the reason
rotate those edge rushers. We rotate them.
Man, and the funny thing is, Leonard Floyd was released because they thought they were going to sign Joey Bosa. Bosa came in. I think. Thanks, guys, but no thanks. And he leaves, and he goes to Buffalo.
Who y'all have to worry about was, you ever heard of Caden Ellis, the inside linebacker?
No.
Caden Ellis, he should have made the Pro Bowl last year. He's an inside linebacker for us. We put him on the outside. You're gonna know what he is on Sunday when you just keep seeing 55 making plays. Caden Ellis. His brother plays in Denver.
Yeah.
And their father played for Detroit in the 80s.
He just comes from a family of killers. Oh man. Yeah, I don't know how we're going to do this. We're trying to.
AJ Terrell is back, our number 1 corner. He played well last week.
Oh my God!
So
and
then we got our rookie safety Watts, Xavier Watts, who's having an outstanding year. He's got 2 interceptions already. The kid from Notre Dame.
Tony, I just hope that it's a competitive game and you guys don't end up waxing the floor with Niner blood.
I just don't want any player on either team to get hurt. I want both teams to be healthy.
We both have that same
thing. Good luck, and then we'll just see what happens. I'm kind of torn every time I play you guys. You guys are like my second team.
Yeah. I've always had respect for the Falcons because I knew it was going to be a gunfight.
Much mad respect for you guys.
It's going to be funny, Tony. Friday night.
Hopefully, there's no injuries.
Yeah.
And don't worry, Niner Empire, we are going to take care of Seattle for you. Seattle's got to come to us. We beat them the last time we played them, and I'm licking my chops when we play the Rams. I can't wait.
Hey, you're hitting a peak just the right time. The Rams have flaws to be exploited. It's the one.
Their offensive line's not that good. I've been saying that all year.
And the defense can be fooled. All you got to do. Anyway, Tony, I'll see you Friday. And the funny thing about it, we're going to be picking scores on the same game this week for the first time in a long time.
That's going to be interesting.
I'll see you Friday.
I'll see you Friday. Niner Empire. Good luck to you, and may both sides stay healthy.
That's the bottom line. Night, Tony.
See you Friday, sir.
Looking forward. Oh, God. This is going to be funny. Tony always comes in, gives a score his game, our game. I guess that's a wrap. Okay. In fact, I will see you Friday. Bring that score and reasons why you believe your score. We want to know. Thank you for the contribution of Kirb. Friday, Sunday is on its way. What are we going to look like? And this is going to be an ultimate test, too. Here come the Falcons. They've gotten their stuff together. Here come the 49ers, who've had a tough time now to mull over the situation that they're in. And what's going to be the result? What will Kyle Shanahan do to put his troops in position to win? That's his job. And what in the world is Robert Saleh thinking now? What is he going to do? He still has the pride of a man that knows if he's got his stuff working the way it should be, he should be a success. I'll see you Friday, fam. Niners!